Now, I didn't choose Tainted Lost, largely because I have some amount of sanity left, some amount of sanity left, some amount of sanity left. I am never doing like goals again. For those who may have missed my last video, the Dad's Home Challenge comes with the Fiend Folio mod pack. This challenge essentially causes every enemy you face in the run to spawn in every subsequent room for the rest of the run. The goal is to beat 2 floors, and oh man, it sucks ass. While last time I largely relied on luck and game knowledge to push me to the finish line, this time around would be far different. Last time I was playing as Lost, who is afforded 1 free hit every room thanks to the Holy Mantle. Tainted Lost, on the other hand, does not get a refreshable shield, only getting any defense through 1 use holy cards that might spawn after a room is finished. Okay. If I break early like that, there's like no reason to continue, right? Let's be real. Just a matter of me talking too much. I forgot to use my holy card. God damn it. I forgot to use the holy card again. This is gonna be a problem. Considering the last thing you want to do during Dad's Home is explore, as even shops and item rooms will contain a plethora of enemies, you basically only get about 1 safety hit throughout the entire run. On my end, I think I got 1 holy card throughout all of my runs. This game's a fucking joke. Tainted Lost is also locked out of most protective items in the game, so there's no way to rely on items like Dead Cat or Sci-Fly to give yourself some breathing room as this character. While this is an obvious negative to the run, there are other factors to consider as a result of my general lack of protection. No Holy Mantle means that every cursed room is a gamble, since I'm potentially wasting my 1 free hit for either a devil deal or spawning a trap door for me to go to the next floor. Is it worth going to the cursed room for the trapdoor? It was, and it was not worth it. Where cursed rooms were actually a staple of my regular Lost runs, as Tainted Lost, they meant to reset about 90% of the time. Another important note is that, given how dangerous floor transitions already were as the Lost, keeping my holy card shield until the next floor was borderline mandatory. Dodge it. Oh god, there's no dodging that! The only way around this was developing a strategy to avoid taking damage from a packed starting room. Hold on, if I tap out, the game automatically pauses, right? So I'm gonna do that. Tap out. I get to see what spawns and where. Damn it. Okay, I go up. I go up from here. Go up. Okay, got it. Gish, don't do this to me. Oh, damn it. It didn't matter. Why is there 2 of them? What? Why is there 2 Gemini? I did learn a strat for floor transitions, though. If the boss isn't big, I can pause it. Where I could describe the Lost version of the challenge as optimistic luck getting me through, the Tainted Lost forced me to actually utilize technique and truly evaluate if a run was even worth it from the start. This one out. Hold on. God damn it! Oh, fuck. I was looking at the other monitor. Oh. This is the most inconvenient. What the fuck? Okay, I'll take that 1% chance. Whether I think, to be honest, that's a lot of explosives. Maybe that'll help me kill brethren enemies. Oh, fuck me. Oh, there's not really. One's like cutting out a lot. Oh, that's an answer, right? That's one way to do it. Wait, I can bomb through rooms, but also I need to still deal with the enemies later. This guy, the little butthole guy, kept spawning next to me. I hate it here. Planetarium disc, 3 planetarium items. I'll take that. I don't know any of those were particularly. Wait, I got Mercurius. Wait, I need to get through this as soon as possible. Wait, is that not Mercurius? I guess not. I got balls, but I don't really need balls. Oh, I just misunderstood how Mercurius works. I thought it was all doors that they open. It's just normal doors. Oh crap! I wanted to use that next floor. Okay, I'm gonna take one for the team, even though it's a good run. It does hurt me. That was not worth it. It's dreams. God damn it. Help me. Help me. Please. God damn it. Why? Okay. Okay. We're gaming. I had quickly pointed out that the Tainted Lost challenge had already been done by YouTube channel Kilroy Was Here. I hadn't seen said video because I frankly didn't think anyone else would be insane enough to try the challenge, so I just didn't look it up, but it was through Kilroy that I learned about the largest boon to this challenge, namely mini-bosses. Something that I often don't notice or just generally take for granted is the fact that mini-bosses drop consumables and items upon death. These drops happen to be coded to happen every time they die once a room is cleared. In a normal run, this usually means getting Mr. Boom or Dead Cat in the chest or dark room, but in Dad's Dad's Home, this is suddenly an infinitely replenishable way to get pickups without increasing your enemy count. Most mini bosses are pretty easy to take out, so what used to be a room I could ignore at the start of the run is now a golden ticket towards a chance at success. Not all mini bosses are created equal though, as they each have a single pickup that they are guaranteed to drop, so sadly Gluttony and Envy won't get too much time in the sun. The main mini bosses to fish for are Wrath, due to how helpful bombs can be towards either leaving a room or clearing a majority of the enemies, Lust due to the positive potential pills propping up your stats, and one we'll get to later. While we farm mini bosses out, I thought it'd be a good time to say that if you like this type of video, then I'd immensely appreciate it if you subscribed. Please, look at how long I spent on Wrath just for the challenge. I died like 3 rooms later anyways. If you want more proof of how mind-numbing this damn challenge is, then check out how long this Lust farming session was. Or this one. Or this one. I had to reset or die in all of them too because of the bad pills. God, this challenge was terrible. Please help me. Where my previous challenge had some shining moments where I got close to completion, I can't really say the same for doing this as Tainted Lost. Over the course of the stream, I was waiting to have that Tech X moment, or even just getting some of the stronger room clearing items, which could potentially make this feel at least somewhat hopeful, but that never came. Oh, I ran into an enemy. That's fine. You know what? I'm coping. That was not... Okay, listen. That's gonna look pretty bad. On one hand, I'll be honest, I really wanted to turn the air conditioner on because it's really hot in my room. So that was already a debuff. Second off, I've had Polyphemus before. It's actually not that good because you shoot too slow. So actually, that was intentional. Very intentional gameplay decision. That's why. See? Why would I even bother about Polyphemus? I don't need it. Who needs it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Reddit. Why did I get pushed into it? This is hell. I'm in hell. No, there's just like, I know where this is going and it's going nowhere. What the this is basement 1? This isn't an X12 floor? I would really like to speak to someone about this. I'm gonna say, oh, Jacob's Ladder is really fucking good actually. This, but it's, again, every time I feel like I get a good item, the boss room is like across the universe. Okay, Jacob's Ladder is doing a lot for these little fucking annoying guys. I'm gonna get hit. Yep, I have no way to stop. Yo, it's fucking Stitch. Oh my God, it's the poo. Oh, I hate these fucking things. Like, it's... Okay. 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 You know what that means? I can check this. Oh no, it's bad. They respawn! Fuck! I spent roughly the same amount of time doing this challenge as I did in my previous, yet had almost nothing to show for it outside of several 3+ minute long farming sessions. Most of the stream by the end turned into me restarting item rooms or curse rooms for even a glint of success, and more importantly, most of it wasn't even that funny. What the fuck is this guy's deal? I don't really like him. Wait! Wait, this is a black market! That's a trapdoor! What the fuck is happening in this room? I guess that I'll just deal with it. When they say shockwave, is that Glizzy? It's a Glizzy! I'm gonna be honest, a little bit disappointed. Get away from me. Hello? How do I... Everything's dead. Am I gonna have any long-term success? No, because it despawns after a while. But like for now, I can pretend like I'm doing a good job. He fucking turned his hand to me! For the night by the end of this. D1. Wait. Please, spawn a card. God damn it! Please, spawn something good. God damn it! Okay. Check this shit out, right? You take this, you hurt yourself, you do this, you multiply it, you get a telepills. Ah! Give me a teleport. Why? Oh my God, wait, golden pill. All right, let's spam it. I got... I hate this game. Huh? It was around the 2.5 hour mark that I realized I couldn't just wing this as easily as I did before. Following my stream, I took the next couple days to theory craft some ways in which I could do this challenge easier. Spending hours hitting my head against the wall on stream may be entertaining for a bit, but I was already burning out by the end of my first attempt with no progress whatsoever. While plenty of attempts had fairly good items in progress, a lot of my failures, even off stream, boiled down to a little mistake adding up to a point of no return. Perfect play just frankly isn't enough for a game mode designed to be unfair, but that doesn't mean you can't still get lucky. This is Sloth. Like other mini bosses, he has a set drop every time he's killed. In the base game, Sloth's drops are any tarot cards or runes that the player has currently unlocked. By itself, this is already a pretty big benefit, as it gives anyone trying this godforsaken challenge an instantly farmable way to obtain Emperor cards to skip the boss, Awaz runes to skip the entire floor, or any cards or runes which grant some way to just spawn items. This isn't where Sloth's usefulness comes into play for me though, as we weren't just playing the vanilla version of the game. With Fiend Folio, plenty of new consumable objects have been added, and each one also conveniently put into Sloth's sloth's drop pool. This by itself immensely skyrockets sloth to the top of the list for mini bosses the players should farm. Frankly speaking, none of them are even close to worth it compared to sloth. Fiend Folio does not shy away from adding some ludicrously overpowered objects. There are cards that summon overpowered allies, discs that give you random items for an entire minute, consumable versions of every dice item in the game, and this is already on top of the aforementioned vanilla pickups. When watching Killroy's video, he was relatively satisfied utilizing some of the stronger pickups to beeline to the boss and use the Emperor card to end it. After the 6 total hours of suffering through this challenge though, I wanted to take it to the logical extreme and show how far you can truly push this one simple mini boss spawn. Arguably the biggest convenience of the run was the fact that my treasure room just happened to be adjacent to the starter. This gave me roughly 3 rooms to work with for any sort of planning or shenanigans, since I was guaranteed to only have sloth in all of my rooms. My initial goal was eventually to get sloth to drop a glass d20 and somehow figure out how to go infinite from there. To that end, I used the treasure room as sort of a dumpster where I would just put in any useless cards or any that drop pickups so I could just flood the room and get it ready for when the time came to utilize it. Meanwhile, my starting room was used to keep track of consumables worth using when it was finally time to progress. Stuff like the discs or Psy Hunter have time limits, so putting them all together meant I could pop it all at once. The mini boss room was honestly just because sometimes I'd want a change of scenery at first. I needed something to break the monotony of going between the 2 rooms. A notable aid during this farming session was the Soul of Fiend, which spawned little minions that did quite a number on any enemy in the room, allowing me to remove what little risk there was left in fighting sloth, so I could just stay away and let them do all the work. They even persisted between rooms, only going away when you either go to the next floor or exit the game. You know, there was arguably one moment that happened to be the most important in my entire run. It was this world card that I used on accident to clear my inventory. See, there's no point in teleporting in this challenge normally, out of fear that it would take me out of the relative safety net that is the sloth farming. Potentially going to the shop or secret room and having to fight enemies on the way back was just too high of a risk. As a result, I would have never used a moon card to figure out that my secret room was right next to the mini boss room. Any seasoned Isaac player knows that along with the secret room comes a chance at secret room items, which immediately became my new main objective. I had already spawned a glass d6 and could always farm for a dice shard, so now all I needed was some form of rerolling drop so that I could eventually swim in some of the strongest items in the game. For some reason, Dad's Home also respawns the shopkeepers on room entry, meaning that I also had an infinite source of money for which I could just pay off slot machines or coin beggars. I knew what I had to do now, spawn as many pickups in the secret room as possible, and just find some way to reroll the... The moment I reached the death certificate area, I knew exactly what I wanted to take. Not an item which would completely bypass the challenge like we need to go deeper, and certainly not an offensive item, as I already had a way to just guarantee items in the secret room. I needed to make sure I could still look the boss square in the face before blowing through this challenge. With starter deck, the challenge was won. I had saved a couple of Emperor cards within my starting room just to make sure I would have a way to bypass the map, keeping my stored enemy count squarely to just Sloth, him being the only other obstacle aside from the bosses. Could I have taken something like Gnawed Leaf and guaranteed my safety in every subsequent room? Sure, but sometimes it's not just about winning, it's about sending a message. It's hard to describe exactly how cathartic it is to finally take the reins of this challenge and truly showcase what is possible through sheer spite and determination. My ability to do this repetitive ass grind, fueled almost exclusively by how satisfying it feels to show exactly how it can be done. The only reason I finally deemed myself ready for the end was because I couldn't imagine how many more sets I could take to optimize what was already an insane run. And what more could honestly be done with my run at that point? A run built on the back of 4 simple rooms that I knew would hold the key to my success. At that point, I took my 2 Emperor I took my 2 Emperor cards. Oh, fuck me. It's almost poetic that the Whispers would end up being the first boss I faced. Ones that had caused so much stress in the previous video were barely even a threat. Oh, why, it's just Duke of Flies, who's been in so many of these reset runs as a consistent pillar that I had to beat time and time again. And just like that, both of them were gone, and I'd completed the challenge. But it felt anticlimactic somehow. No fanfare, no difficulty. I spent 45 minutes just to prove I could do this, so why not take Dad's Home to its limits? I started going through all the second floor just because I wanted to show that had I truly desired, I could have made it all the way to the end without even needing to dodge the enemies. And after that, I could just use the console commands to go into the caves and beyond. It's not like there were any enemies that could pose a challenge at this point, right? And surely I could just clear the rooms before they hit me.